Hi, it's Christine at Magical Baby Moments, and today I just wanted to spend a little bit of time going through how to recognise when you're going into labour. A lot of first-time mums are anxious because, never done it before and want to know, will I know when labour happens? But before we go into recognising those definite signs that are very evident, what I want to just say is in your final weeks it's quite common for women to experience Braxton Hicks, and what that is a tightening of your uterus muscles that your belly will go kind of rock hard. So I'm sure if you press now and you're in your kind of later stages of pregnancy, when you press on your belly it'll feel kind of spongy and you can kind of feel into it. When you have a Braxton Hicks, it feels kind of solid like a rock. So that's just nothing to worry about. That's just your body practicing for the contractions that will start when you're in labour. So the three definite signs, and hi Kate, nice to see you on here. So the three different signs to look out for labour starting are: number one, at the show, and that is your mucus plug, which you have in your cervix at the very top. You'll have a mucus plug throughout pregnancy, and that is there to protect the environment for the baby, to keep it safe and sterile, and when your body knows that it's going to be going into labour soon, it will just release and detach. Quite often women don't realise that the mucus plug has come away, because if you go to the toilet and it falls while you're in the toilet and you haven't looked, then, and there's no reason why you need to look, it will just present itself there, so you may not even realise that that's happened, and that's totally fine. The second sign is that your waters might break. A lot of women have fears that okay, am I frightened? What, frightened or you? I'm frightening you. I'm fine. So the second sign is your water's breaking. A lot of women fear that maybe they'll be shopping in Tesco's or in Sainsbury's and then suddenly it'll all gush out. Not saying it doesn't happen, but it doesn't happen to as many people as we think. And water's breaking is not a sign that would necessarily happen for every woman before full labour starts. And then the third and final sign is your contraction starting. And so at the very beginning, when you go into spontaneous labour, it'll be a very mild twinge almost, or like a period pain. You'll feel it in your lower belly, and you may start with a bit of backache. And you might not even realise your first couple of contractions that happen, because they'll be so mild and minor and very short that it might just be like a pain. And depending how your latter stages of pregnancy have been, it could be that, as I say, you don't notice until that regularity starts kicking in, and your first few contractions could be, say, 20 minutes apart, for example, and so a full hour could go till you realise that actually you've had 3 contractions, and it's at that point you go, oh my god, baby's coming, do I tell my partner now, should I just wait a bit longer? And so yeah, the game is starting. You're going to be meeting your baby soon, and as I say, those contractions will be quite spaced apart to start with, and they'll be quite short, and then as labour progresses they will become more frequent and they'll start lasting a little bit longer. Another common question is when will I know to go to hospital? And the guideline, which is a guideline, is 3 contractions that last for a 10-minute 3 contractions in a 10-minute period that last about a minute in duration. And so that's, as I say, a guideline. I would always say to all my mums in my hypnobirthing classes is go with your gut. We have fantastic intuition. We should always go with our gut. So if you feel you need to go before that and they're not, in that 10-minute period, then go. There's nothing wrong with going early. If there's nothing, if you're in early labour, they will tell you that. So follow your gut. So those are your 3 signs. I hope that's clear. So just to recap, that's your mucus plug, or the show that presents itself. It's your waters breaking, or it's your contraction starting. So they're the 3 signs. And if it's early labour, just carry on doing what you were doing. If you've got plans for the day, just carry on doing, relax, take it easy. Don't do anything too strenuous, because you just don't know how long labour's going to be, so try and preserve that energy. And enjoy the ride, because you're going to meet your baby very, very soon. So I hope that's helpful. If you're pregnant and would love to learn more about hypnobirthing, just drop me a message at the bottom of the video here. Because Kate, I don't think you've got any questions for me, as I don't think you're pregnant, as a close friend of mine. So unless you've got a question that you want to ask me now while I'm on here for a bit longer, otherwise that's it. I will say goodbye, leave me a message, or if you want to get in touch, I'm at magicalbabymoments.com. Alright, take care, big kisses, mwah, bye.